Who are voters meant to believe? The Zia Youssef of tonight, who now says Robert Jenrick can be trusted and is not a liar, or the one who said all those damning things about Robert Jenrick not that long ago?
Well, I think from the offset we can all see where this interview's going.
You want voters to trust Robert Jenrick as a potential next Chancellor of this country. In the past year alone, you have accused Mr Jenrick of lying, dishonesty, incompetence and disloyalty to his country. Why would you expect any voter to trust him with the country's finances?
Well, firstly, in party politics, when someone defects from one party to another, you're always going to be able to go back and find tweets like that.
These are quite fundamental things. You called him a liar.
Yeah, I've gotten
you called him dishonest.
As I said, when in party politics and when somebody high-profile defects, well, here's what I will tell you. I've gotten to know Robert since he joined Reform. I didn't.
And don't tell me you now don't think he's a liar or dishonest, correct?
Well, that is correct. Having spent time with him, I think he's a principled man. This is someone who resigned from the Conservative cabinet on the basis that he profoundly disagreed with the way immigration in particular
I thought it was on the basis
handled.
that he'd failed to do what he'd promised to do.
Well, he was surrounded by colleagues, frankly, inside the Conservative Party who didn't want to do the things that were necessary, the things, by the way, that Reform will do if we're elected into power to secure our borders.
Just want to check. Who are voters meant to believe? The Zia Youssef of tonight, who now says Robert Jenrick can be trusted and is not a liar, or the one who said all those damning things about Robert Jenrick not that long ago?
As I said, I didn't know Robert Jenrick. I'd spoken to him once ever prior to him.
So they should believe you tonight?
Reform. Well, having gotten to know Robert, and this is actually really important. Again, he's a thoughtful man. He's principled. And what Robert's also going to bring us, by the way, is some experience. You know, most of us are Reform. And I think the majority of Nigel Farage's cabinet, if we do win the general election, won't be people who've come from the world of politics, that have come from outside of politics, having done great things.
Now, Zia Youssef did say those things about Robert Jenrick, and who could blame him? Now, Robert Jenrick, in his defence, was surrounded at the time by Tories in disarray. Yes, the Tories that completely destroyed our country for over 13 years. Now, he might have turned the corner. But he might not. But at the end of the day, he's been given another chance. So, time will tell whether he has changed or not. But as for the BBC's interviewing techniques, it's still like listening to some 16-year-old who's left home for the first time, and this is her first shot at interviewing somebody important.